So to make this thing go, there are 3 things to note. The black handlebar trigger makes it go. The red trigger is the brakes for the front wheel, and the foot pedal on the deck are the brakes for the back wheel. So while I'm shooting this during the day, the headlight does work really well to allow people to see you at night, although it is not terribly bright. So if you're riding this somewhere at night that is very dark without street lights, you may struggle to see. There is a reflector on the back fender, as well as 2 white reflectors on the back of the deck that should help people see you from behind. But when I'm riding this at night, I also wear a helmet with lights on the back, just so I have that extra protection and visibility. So as I mentioned earlier, the build quality is very solid. I'm 5'10", 170 pounds, and this thing feels overall very, very sturdy with me on it. Transporting it when not on it is easy too. Just pull the red bar at the base of the handles, pull the front down, clip the hook on the handles into the hook on the fender, and it will roll away. All right, let's hop on this thing. It is a kickstart scooter, so to get it started, just kick once or twice the old-fashioned way, then just slowly press down on the black trigger. As I mentioned earlier, I'm 5'10", 170 pounds, and in first gear, I was able to get up to 15 miles an hour, and I was able to get up to 17.5 miles an hour in second gear. This went over bumps and cracks with ease on my way to and from the park, but while I was there, I figured, why not try this thing off-road? Well, I was pleasantly surprised. This thing cuts right through the grassy field easily, although I'm not so sure that the manufacturer recommends this, but it was still a lot of fun and it worked great. What I did not have a chance to do or test in this video is to test the full range of the battery, so keep an eye on the description box down below. Over the next few days, I will track it and I will update it down there. The manufacturer claims it has a 12-mile range, but again, I'll update it below. Overall, for the price, I truly think that this is a really good scooter. But just to recap so that you can decide for yourself some of the pros and the cons. So the pros: easy to assemble, solid build quality, folds up and rolls, although it is a little awkward to balance. It is fast with good pickup. It does get up slight inclines with very little strain. I hit 17.5 miles an hour myself in second gear. The tires and the 4-inch clearance make it easily go over bumps, and you're also able to take it off-road. And the handlebars will not spin all the way around, which is a nice safety feature. The cons: it's heavy, approximately 30 pounds. The handlebars do give a little flex from the pivot point, which does take some getting used to. The headlight is not overly bright, but it will work well to allow people to see you. The brakes and the acceleration definitely take some getting used to. Both are very sensitive. The front brake is very sensitive. The back brake, the positioning is a little bit awkward, although once you get used to it, the disc brakes do work very well and they will stop it quickly. The front brake, it takes a good 15 to 20 feet to stop you from going the full 15 miles an hour. And lastly, I didn't talk about this, but it is a little loud. It does make a squeaking noise. It sounds like it's coming from the back bearing. Maybe it just needs to break in a little bit. If you're riding around in the city, though, it'll hardly be noticeable. But if you're riding somewhere quiet, just note that. Well, hopefully that's enough for you to be able to make an informed decision by yourself on whether or not you think that this is for you. As I mentioned, I will be testing the battery over the next several days, so make sure to check down in the description box below. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Overall, for the money, I do think personally this is a great scooter. There are a few little things that I would change or update on it, but I'm going to have a lot of fun riding it around. That is all for now. Thank you for watching Random Reviews, and hope to see you on the next one.